But Pinocchio's nose didn't grow when he lied. It grew when he told the truth. Geppetto never meant to build a monster. He only wanted silence to stop echoing in his house. Loneliness makes strange architects, so he carved a boy from the strongest oak he could find. He carved patience into the hands, innocence into the eyes, obedience into the smile. He forgot one thing: a soul. When the puppet opened his eyes, Geppetto wept. "You're alive," he whispered. Pinocchio studied him carefully. He didn't feel alive, but he understood something instantly. This man needed him to be, so he smiled. The village was not kind. Children mocked him. Adults feared him. "You're not real," they said. Pinocchio went home and asked, "Father, what makes someone real?" Geppetto hesitated. "Feeling," he said, "pain, love, fear." Pinocchio memorized the words. The next day, when a boy pushed him into the mud, Pinocchio stood up and said, "That hurt." His nose grew long, sudden, sharp. The children screamed. Pinocchio stared at the wood extending from his face, confused. He hadn't felt pain. He had described it. That night, he experimented. "I am angry," he said. The nose grew. "I am sad." Longer. "I am afraid." Longer still. Pinocchio realized something terrifying. Truth made him less human. The first lie was accidental. When Geppetto asked, "Are you happy?" Pinocchio paused, then said, "Yes." His nose did not move. He understood then. The world did not want truth. It wanted comfort. So he began adjusting himself. He learned facial expressions. He practiced tears in the mirror. He rehearsed laughter. Soon, no one could tell. Years passed. Pinocchio became admired. The miracle boy who overcame being wooden. He told stories about fear. People cried. He described heartbreak. People hugged him. He spoke about dreams. They believed. His nose remained perfectly still, but something was wrong. At night, when he stood alone in the dark, he tried to feel. He pressed a knife against his palm. Nothing. He watched Geppetto cough blood into a cloth. Nothing. He whispered into the mirror, "I love him." The nose did not move. One evening, as Geppetto lay dying, he gripped Pinocchio's hand. "Promise me," the old man whispered, "that you'll live honestly." Pinocchio studied his father's face. Tears rolled down his wooden cheeks. "Perfectly timed. I promise," he said. His nose did not move. After the funeral, the villagers praised him. So strong, so brave, so human. Pinocchio stood in the empty workshop that night. He looked at the carving tools, at the wood shavings, at the unfinished marionettes, and something shifted inside him. Not emotion, understanding. He had mastered imitation, but imitation had replaced identity. He no longer knew what he was copying. He no longer knew if there was anything underneath. He returned to the mirror. "Who am I?" he asked. The reflection did not answer, so he tried something different. "I feel nothing." His nose grew. Longer than ever before. He staggered back in shock. The truth hurt. The wood extended like a punishment. He tried again. I never loved him. The nose grew, cracking the air, splintering at the tip. Pinocchio fell to his knees. Each honest word distorted him. Each lie preserved him. He understood now the world rewards performance. It punishes reality. To survive, he had chosen fiction, and fiction had chosen him back. Years later, people no longer remembered he was wood. They called him wise, empathetic, authentic. Pinocchio spoke at gatherings about honesty, about vulnerability, about truth. His nose never moved. One night, an old woman approached him. She looked at him too carefully. "You don't feel, do you?" she asked quietly. Pinocchio smiled warmly. "Of course I do." The nose stayed still. The woman nodded slowly. "That's what scares me." When he returned home, he found the workshop mirror covered in dust. He wiped it clean. His reflection stared back. Perfect, human, alive. He leaned closer and whispered, "I was never real." The nose grew violently. Splintering the glass, wood cracked. Fragments fell. For the first time, he felt something. Pain, sharp, burning, terrifying. He laughed. Because pain meant something existed inside him after all. But as he touched his face, he realized something worse. The nose was still growing, longer, thicker, branching like roots. Not from lies, not from truth, but from awareness. In the end, Pinocchio didn't become a real boy. He became something far more human, a creature who learned that if you lie long enough, even the truth begins to grow crooked.